Yeah, I think growing up in the country, I was always felt that it was going to be hard if I was going to make it through to Brisbane, and the road was pretty tough, I suppose, just to make that decision to come to Brisbane. Grew up in Laidley, played for the Laidley Blue Dogs. Yeah, I was a good cricketer in the country, but was I any good? So I had to make that decision, and I think that's the challenge for all cricketers around this country, the fact that you've got to be in the system to actually start to make progress forward, and by being in the system, that's grade cricket, and in Brisbane, in Sydney and Melbourne and whatever. So for a country guy, it's a big step and a big move to go to Brisbane to make that sacrifice to get there. So, and then coming down to Brisbane, making sure that I had an opportunity at the club I played at, which was South Brisbane, and there was not many fast bowlers there, so I had to choose wisely. And that gave me opportunity. It wasn't long before I was playing for Queensland. So, and then it was only a handful of games before I was playing for Australia. So very, very lucky, you might say, in that early process to keep me in there and keep me playing. The first ball you got from Andy Bichel was pretty much the same pace as the last ball you got from me in the end of the day, and that was probably good for me, and probably one of the legacies or something I had in the game, which I'll always have, because that's how I played the game. I played the game hard and fair, and hopefully some young kids out there will be doing the same. When you look back over that period, I had so many coaches along the way, but I think John Buchanan was one who created some vision for the squad, not so much individually, but for the squad at Queensland to move forward. He's probably the biggest influence, I reckon, down and over my career, because he was the one that was sort of in that role, in that position.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Oh, look, I think I was so lucky to play for so long but be so successful through that period. I was 12th man in that Shield final down in Sydney, where Queensland lost, but I think I learnt so much just watching that season, and then 94, 95, being able to turn that around and Queensland to win the Shield for the first time, which was huge in Queensland. Like the Premier gave us his plane for 2 weeks to travel around this country. It was amazing, amazing party, and you just think, wow, did that really happen? And then to be part of the Australian success juggernaut, with the one-day wins, the Test wins, and on tour and just winning easily, when you go on tour. And something of today's game, the modern era, it's hard for teams to win away on tour, and to be part of that, and even breaking it right down. The success I had at Laidley before I played at Queensland, to win a grade premiership with South Brisbane. So very, very lucky to be a part of such a successful era of Queensland cricket, and also Australian cricket. So I feel myself very, very lucky to be able to play during that period and be a winner.